Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video here on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing some Bed Wars commentary things. I'm going to be talking about stories from my second grade, because that's the only grade I had in public school really that I can remember. Yeah, and also I'm out of video ideas, so I'm just like, hey, I saw a YouTuber do something like this. I'm going to steal that too. So we're going to be doing some Bed Wars stuff. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some Bed Wars. Let's get into it. So let's start out by saying I think I can say this because I don't live here anymore. I don't live in this place I'm already telling you. I went to Carnival Primary School. I don't know what I haven't been there in I haven't lived there for a while. And so I can talk about it because I don't live there anymore, or in that region. So yeah, I was, after this year, I became homeschooled. And so in second grade, I arrived to Carnival in Illinois, in the middle of August, I think. No, it was August. So it was like sometime anyway. So I started school, and it was a completely new place because I had just moved there. And so I didn't know anybody, didn't know anything. Remember the first day on the bus, I was looking at people and saying, oh, they would be a good friend. Oh yeah, they're not a good friend. They wouldn't be a good friend. They'd look ugly. Anyways, and it was just weird, like, it was just like weird, thing, because nobody knew me. I didn't know anybody else. I didn't really care to know anybody else. In fact, this one kid that I said, oh, he doesn't look like he would be a good friend, actually became my best and only friend. Just kidding, I don't. But anyways, yeah, it was a fun experience for, little me, little second grade me out. Yeah, so let's dive in with, I don't have a script for this, I probably should have, but I don't. It's not smart at all, but I don't even have any points to talk about. I literally was just like, hey, I'm gonna record, don't talk. Then the person would, or I think it's a she, it could be a guy, I don't know. And she, I'm gonna assume, was a girl. She said, okay. I was like, yeah, thank you. Anyways, actually, here's a funny story. Here, I can't talk. See, I'll say hi. Look, I can't talk because it says I am muted for swearing. But here's the thing, I don't swear. And so I'm kind of dumbfounded because I don't swear. I was in a lobby. I was playing Skywars with people who were cussing, but I don't, and so it's weird because I got muted for cussing when I don't. Anyways, off the topic. So the first story that I can remember was, back in the good old days. Those skateboards that you could get from McDonald's? Back when McDonald's actually had good toys. So me and my friends were like talking about, we could practice messing around with them stuff. And so this one day on the bus back home, we were talking about, where we would practice and how we could practice. And we lived in the middle of nowhere, okay? All of us pretty much lived in the middle of nowhere. We were within like 5 minutes of each other. There was only 3 of us talking about this. Anyways, and so we all lived within 3 minutes of each other. If you know Illinois, then you'll know, like, middle of nowhere is just cornfields and trees and flat. It's nice. At the time, we lived in a house that was surrounded by cornfields, like any other house. Don't. Oh, I'm alive! What you gonna do now, boy? What you gonna do now? Huh? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Oh, you gonna kill me? Oh yeah, you're gonna kill me. Well, I can practice in 4 fields, because I have 4 fields around my house. And then this other kid was like, well, I live right next to you, so I also have 4 fields. It's like, well, I have 1 more. And then we were like just counting how many fields we had around us. This friend was also like the person who would like say, hey, this is is it Bionicles? No, it's not Bionicles. I can't remember what it was. Comment down below if you know what this is. They were these little balls that if you stuck them onto something magnetic, it would open up, and it was like this thing. I can't remember what it was. It was like some anime thingy, whatever. Anyway, so me trying to be with the cool kids, even though I really wasn't. My friend to give me one of those because he had a bunch of them, and I didn't because I was a loser. And so here I was, having these cool, like, getting into whatever cards and games and stuff were popular at the time and stuff, and it was fun. I remember Pokemon. Pokemon was always big, but like I remember I'd be like, I can't play with Pokemon cards. And they'd be like, why? And I'd be like, my mom doesn't like Pokemon. I'm like, then she said, what's wrong with it? And I said, I don't know. My mom just doesn't know. My mom's watching this video. There, I'm a good son because, yeah. Anyways, and so it was just, stuff like that. They'd be like, okay, well, you can have this card. I'm like, no, my mom doesn't want me to play with Pokemon cards. I can't. I'm like, okay. Another thing, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob as a kid. That's something that still shocks people. It's like, yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. Like, oh, wait, what? Really? Yeah, why not? I'm like, because my mom didn't like it. So whenever I see a meme or something that has SpongeBob, and I'm like, I don't get that. Because I didn't watch SpongeBob. Another thing, so you gotta know about this about me. That when I was in public school, I was not a popular... Well, see, I was a popular kid. I just didn't hang out with popular kids. Even though I was a popular kid. Like, I would hang out with the losers. I would hang out with the nerds. But I wasn't a nerd. Anyway, so yeah, I hang out with the losers, even though I wasn't a loser. By loser definition and stuff. And so, whenever they'd be talking about, like, Mario and stuff, I never had Mario and played with stuff like that. I mean, I had a DS. That was about it. The DS Lite. Until my cousin broke it. My little cousin, he broke it. Like, split it in half. Anyways, the DS Lite, and then I got the... Anyways, this is not a story about the DS. Anyway, so, like, they'd be, like, playing Mario, and, like, okay, you're person. Like, okay, what powers does he have? Like, he doesn't have any. He just does something, I don't know. He does random stuff. I'm like, okay. So I'd just be standing there awkwardly, like, watching them play and have fun. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. Somebody please explain it. So, anyways, one day, this is the story that I really want to, like, talk about. So this is the one that kills me the most. So, you have PE and stuff, right? But of course, this is second grade, so I'm not going to have you, like, work really hard. So, we still get annoyed about this. We were playing PE, and it was a free day. A day that you do nothing. You just hang around. We were playing on this free day. It was a free day, so, we could play with basketballs. So, like, kids would play soccer, they would play football, they would, you could do anything pretty much in that. And so, I, at the time, was not big into football, so I would be playing basketball and whatever my friends were doing. Except for at this point, the friends didn't care about me. I was just that, like, side guy that would just, like, be there, but nobody cared about. Anyways, so I was playing basketball, and one of the my friend group was only a group of 4. Only 4 people, including me. So there were 3 other kids. Well, the 2 kids were playing soccer because they were good at soccer. I didn't like soccer. And so, I was playing basketball, right? Everybody had their own ball, and we all respected each other because you had their ball. You had your ball, I had my ball, you don't touch my ball unless you're giving it back to me. So I'm playing basketball, and one of the kids... Okay, so the video kind of, like, cut out here. I don't know what happened, but basically what I was talking about was that, so I had this friend, and we were playing basketball, except for, you only had a couple of balls. There weren't a lot for every single person to play with. And so, I'm shooting stuff, and I miss one, and it goes off the backboard, and I go to get it, and he picks it up. And I said, hey, can I have my ball back? And he said, no. And so I went and took it from him, and then he came and started dripping out of my hands and started screaming. And that is when the PE coach came over, and of course, that is also when she just asked what was happening, and I told her, I'm like, hey, he took my ball. Well, she had us sit down, and she gave us a pink slip. Now, the interesting fact is, I had never had a pink slip before. I was a good kid. But then she just gave me one, and I didn't do anything wrong. So, yeah. The next part is going to be a little bit confusing, just so you know. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm going to go back. So, I was talking about Marcus and Beth. I don't remember what her fake name is. But Marcus and Beth were, kids who would show off a lot. And so they would do stuff fast. Multiplication was their downfall because you couldn't do that fast. You would take your time and experience stuff. Other things, and the teachers got angry at them because they were going so fast. Anyways, and so they couldn't read any fast anymore, and so they would result to their reading books fast, and so that worked out well for them because they could read fast, and so it was Marcus and Beth would read the books like maniacs. They would just sit there and grind away on the books. Meanwhile, I'm over here already read like 6 Magic Treehouse books that day. Anyways, so once a year, I'm pretty sure, because I only went to it once, they had this like annual book accomplishment thingy. It's like if you read a certain amount of books, you would get to go to this pizza party, and because it was special because it was pizza, and you only got pizza once a week, and the cafeteria food, against all the stereotypes and stuff, it was actually really good. Like the pizza and hot dog stuff, that was all fantabulistic. Anyways, so I was kind of disappointed because it was hot dog day and I liked hot dogs there. But I got good pizza. Marcus and Beth were there because they read a lot of books really fast. They if you gave them a quiz after that, like on what was in the book, they couldn't tell you because they wouldn't know. Because they didn't pay attention. They just read it. I doubt they even did anything. But I actually pay attention. And so I actually got a higher rank than them on whatever it was because I actually pay attention. So like when the quiz came about what was on your book and stuff, blah, blah, I got a high score because I paid attention and they didn't. And so thus I was a better reader. Because I was special, I got a special high award. I got a soda. I didn't get milk that day. I got soda. That's right. And out of all the sodas, I picked Sprite because I couldn't have caffeine. Not for any particular reason, I just couldn't have caffeine. Also, I couldn't have diet. That's right. Thanks, Mom, for ruining my childhood. I'm joking. But, so I got Sprite, and it was a fantastic day because I got soda instead of stinking milk that you had to spend 5 hours trying to open. Okay, these guys are good at PvP. I don't like good PvPers. Oh, crap, there's another good PvPer. No. Oh, actually, he's not that good, but whatever. So, I got this Sprite, and I was drinking and boasting in front of everybody like, hey, I got Sprite, well, you got milk? Haha, losers. Except for I had this friend who claimed that he was allergic to milk. It was my friend, my main friend, my main homie. I don't know if he was actually allergic to milk. He just said he was, so I believed him. Not sure, but he got orange juice. That was yours. Oh, this jerk. Don't be. Anyways, that was worth it. Clearing up my tears because that was beautiful. So, that was the only person who ever, unless you were allergic to milk. We also, after he told me that he was allergic to milk, we also had a long discussion about what would happen if you were allergic to air. And then we both agreed that we were allergic to homework. So, except for the thing about Beth was that she bragged a lot. I'll just say that. She bragged a lot. And so, one of the things that she bragged about was that her grandparents said that she looked like she was 16. And mind you, this was in 2nd grade. She was tall, yes, but nowhere near as tall as she should as a 16-year-old. And so, I'm just like, wow, really? You don't say, man. Holy cow, this kid's good. Oh, crap, man, this kid's good. This kid's good. He's a god. Just kidding, he's not. And so that was another thing. Beth, however, had diabetes. And so that was fun, I guess. Nothing really big about. Marcus was just a show off, nothing else. He also wouldn't be. Also in that school, you couldn't play football until you were in 5th grade. He was the quarterback for the football team. I can't show off. He was a terrible quarterback. Oh, our quarterbacks sucked. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They weren't good. They were just people who volunteered. We weren't assigned positions. We were like, hey, who wants this? And we'll be like, hey, I want that. And we're like, okay, you are at that position. And so I volunteered to be a lineman because I had no clue what a lineman was. I was like, oh, a lineman, that sounds cool. I'm a lineman. But I wanted to be the quarterback, but I didn't raise my hand because I was shy and socially awkward. 5th grade, not 2nd grade. I'm talking about 2nd grade stuff here. If you want more school stories, comment down below, hey, more school stories, and leave a like. Anyways, back to 2nd grade, stuff was fun and happy, and school was going normally. My sister was in, I think she was in high school, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, she did track and stuff, and so I most of the time would ride the bus home alone, back home. And it was lonely, because my friends got off before me, and I was still alone for like 5 seconds before I got to my house. Yes, go, go. You do it. Go. Fine, whatever, don't go. Great, now we just lost our opportunity. Good job, person. What was that for? Anyways, yes, my sister was at track, and so I would go to her track meets. And the fun thing was that her track coach was my gym teacher. Oh, darn it! Okay. Anyway, so yeah, she was my PE coach, and she was nice and fun to be around. How about this weather? This weather is great. I mean, you know, fall weather is beautiful. How's your guys' weather? It's great here. Perfect cloudy. No, perfectly cloudy and wet and rainy. Depressing stuff. Just okay. Well, there it is. Alrighty, guys, that's it for the video. That was fun. Anyways, guys, goodbye.